Hi everybody, it's Carrie. Welcome to the Make Along. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to get here. While I do that, I will just remind you of some of the things that you need for this Make Along. Now, if you're watching this after the live, you can go ahead and just watch it later after you get all of your pieces together. But this is the Make Along project. And these are the items. I'm going to hold it up here for a few minutes, just so that you know that there are some things that you will need if you want to make this project, whether you're making it along with me or you're going to make it later. So let me know if you do. So I see a few of you are out there, so let me know who you are, where you're from, and if you're going to make the Make Along with me. I'm really curious if anybody did get prepared to make it with me. So, okay, I am going to slowly get started with our fun card. Now, one of the things you will note is that this is a standard card that you would fold in half, okay? And while I am going to do that just to make it a little easier for everybody in case you don't have your paper trimmer with you. So then what you're going to do, I got to remember what I did with my notes. Hold on 1 minute while I measure something out of sight so you guys can't see what I've done. Dang, I think I'm so together. But at least, you know, some of you are still getting on, so I guess it's okay. All right. So that is 2 1/4, I believe. Okay. Yep, it is. All right. So now what I'm going to do, sorry about that, you guys, is I'm going to take, this is the front of the card, okay? I'm going to flip it over because I want to go, I'm going to line up this cut with this fold that I just did. And I want to start here. I don't know if you guys remember this tip, but you'll see how easy it is to read this. It's because I have a piece of white paper taped behind here so I can see the numbers, because I'd never be able to see that on the black cardstock. So what I'm going to do is I want to go all the way to 2 1/4. Now for me, it's easier to lift the blade, get it to 2 1/4. Hang on so I can see. Get it to 2 1/4 and then press it down and then slide it over, because then I know that I've cut it to 2 1/4. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to turn it back over this way, go to 2 1/4. Okay. Then I'm going to the cutting line, which is at 4 1/4, right? And slide it off. Now it probably didn't cut perfect. Oh, it did. Look at that. Yay. But so what you end up with is this. Okay. Now you're going to see this is kind of fuzzy. So that's what happens when you pre-fold, especially something thick, like the basic black is a very thick cardstock. So what you can do is, if I can find my little filer, which of course I can't, but if you have a little sanding block or even a nail file, which I swear I had it over here and now I don't, of course, and I don't have an assistant to go run and get it for me, but you could sand that down, which I can do later, so it's okay. It's not a problem. And then I've got this extra piece. Okay. So where did I put my sample? Oh, there it is. Okay. Want to make sure I know what I'm doing. So I hope everybody is with me so far. You should have a piece like that. All right. I'm done with my trimmer, I think. So I'm going to move that out of my way. Now, remember I said that you're going to have a couple of different pieces of designer series paper. One of them was for the inside. I picked the lighter one so that I could write on it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the inside with my stamp and seal. Isn't this beautiful? I love this. And this would be so pretty. But it's I mean, you could write on it, but it would be dark. So I'm using the lighter side. And this is from the Floral Art collection, I believe is the name of the collection, in the January to June spring mini. So now you just take that. I apologize, I cannot see if you are commenting because I don't have my computer set up, because I have so much preparing for next week. It's going to be a busy week here at facebook.com/memoryinker. So make sure that you follow me if you don't follow me already. I'm just kind of killing some time in case some of you have to catch up. So if you're watching this, then you're already here. If you're watching this live and you have not followed this page, I hope that you will. If you're watching it on one of my shares or someone else's share, so I'm hoping that those of you watching will share this, you'll want to go to www.facebook.com/memoryinkers. If you have questions, you can email me, you can contact me here. And then this is the information if you plan to order. You'll go to my website, which is www.carriebeglau, it's KARIEBEGLAU .stampinup.net, and use this hostess code, all in caps. I don't think it really matters though. DNUHXAYR. And it is Celebration. So if you don't know about Celebration, scroll through my feed and you will see, or check it out on my website. But okay, hopefully everybody now is caught up to where I am. So now I'm going to take, remember I said to get a bold piece. So this is my bold piece. It's from the same designer series paper. And I'm just going to put that on here. Now I'm in Michigan and it does get humid, so I do use probably more adhesive than some of you do. So far there you go, right? Now I'm going to take this piece that matches that piece, and I am going to adhere it to the piece that we cut off. And you are going to see at this point the basic card design, but I'm going to go ahead and finish it for you anyway. So there is that. Now I'm going to be putting this right there. So I want to make sure that I only put adhesive on this like bottom third. So I'm kind of paying attention to that when I add my adhesive. And then I'm going to just, I always have to turn things for my own vision. I apologize. And that's about centered. So there is your basic card design. Super cute, super simple, and it gives you plenty of space to write behind and not have it peek through, right? Very fun. I will show you my finished card. So on my finished card, I actually cut this paper down a little bit and I stamped on it. And then I added some of the adorable pink baker's twine that is in the, see what it's called? It's also in the spring mini. It's the snail mail twine combo kit packet. Comes with white and the blushing bride. So it's very cute. And the snail mail set is so cute too. And then I did the happy birthday in the Poppy Parade. And that came from the Oval Occasions set, which is bundled with this great little punch. So now I said I was going to finish the card because I told you to have scraps. You can probably already figure out where that's going to be. So I've got the happy birthday. This time I'm stamping the happy birthday in black. So I'm using our Memento basic black ink. I'm going to stamp right in the center of this scrap. I love this paper because it looks like, look at how it looks dirty. I like that because then if I mess up, people will just assume it's part of the designer series paper. That's cheating, I know, but that's okay. Sometimes you gotta. Then I'm going to center that in there as best I can. Pop that out. Then I'm going to punch myself out. Actually, I like to be able to see where my centerpiece is going to go. And I know not everybody does this, but I'm going to. So, and yes, I know I'm going to be wasting some black, so I'll make everybody happy, because, you know, we're cheap, and, you know, I know it's a little tiny piece, but I could use that. I'm cheap. Let's face it. You know, crafting is not a inexpensive project. It's just really fun. So see how I can center that then when I pop it out, and I don't have to try and center it after the fact. So then that will go there. Now, I wanted to do something a little bit different with the, I wanted to do a different kind of a flower. So I think I showed you guys previously when I showed this card about stamping the images. First you can stamp it in a color, then you can stamp the flowers in another color and cut them out. So I'm doing a variation on that. I want to show you a couple of ways that you can do this. Let me grab my markers and pens. So first, this one is done. Let me move these up. This one is done in Old Olive. This one is done in Poppy Parade, and I did the stamps. I inked it in Poppy Parade, and then I stamped off and then stamped, and then I used this little guy, Full Strength, in Poppy Parade for here. Now for these, if you want to cut all these little buds out individually, what I did was I used my brush end, and I colored them with the blending pen. Like, I'm going to show you because I'm going to use it in a minute. But I blended it out with the marker so that it would, like, let me pick it up. Okay, so you can see that. But I'm not going to fussy cut all those. And you can see on this one, I just left them all green because I was not going to cut them all. So then I started thinking about it. And then I thought I had this one. So I thought, well, you know what I can do is I can color it. So I started out, you can see I started doing it, and I put a little of the Poppy Parade with the marker here. And I didn't want to do it that dark. So I took my marker. You guys have all seen me squeeze the ink pad. So this is just another tip for you. You can grab with your blender pen on the end of your marker, and you can fill it in. Now this actually came out a lot darker than the ones did up here. I don't know why. But, and then I changed my mind completely and decided this was going to be an easier background. So what I did for that is oops, wrong pen. I stamped the entire thing in Old Olive. So I inked up, we're just going to use this. This is not it, but I inked up the whole image in Old Olive, and then I used my blender pen to erase it off of the flowers. And then I did that same tip that I just did. See how it's taking it off? It's like, can you see how I'm getting black? See that? It's because it's like cleaning it. So then I colored in these little things. Now I don't have to cut them out, so I don't have to worry about it. But I am going to cut out the other ones. So the first thing I want to do, though, I'm hoping you're all catching up with what I did here. In case you missed it, we cut this down to, what did I say, 2 1/4? This is 2 1/4. And then we cut it across. And then this is the piece, black, that was here. Okay. And that made the card. Okay. Now I'm going to adhere this Old Olive onto the card, just so that it's there and ready for me as I start to layer. I mean, I'm pretty much done teaching you guys how to make the card. I just wanted to show you how I'm going to dress it up a little bit. So I'm setting that right there. And then this is the piece that I did remember I said I did Poppy Parade, stamped off, did the whole image, and then used the littler image in Full Strength. So I started to cut it out, and then I decided I would show you guys how I did that. So I'm just going over, let me stand up and see. Hi, Diana. I see you. And somebody from Berkeley who's working with me, but I can't see who it is. Okay, but can you see how I'm just going and kind of following along the flower? Okay, so you're going to do that with, if you've got this or some other flower design. And I can see that this one is over a little bit, but that's okay. And I'm just going to start cutting out all of the little flowers. Perfection is not as important as you would think. You'll be surprised. You just don't want to see how there's a lot of white here, right in here. I don't want to cut super close because I want the I don't want the green here to show. A little bit of it won't, I mean, it won't kill anything, but oh, there's another one. But you want these stems to poke through. Okay, you can do this with any floral bouquet-ish design stamp that you might have, and it'll just make it more fun. So now I have all of those pieces, and I'm not going to pop up all of them. Like this little guy, he's way in the back, so I'm just going to put some adhesive on the back of him and carefully set him on top. And then I think this one is in the back. So that is, I'm missing one. I just had it. Where did I put it? Oh man, I hate when, oh, there it is. It was hiding right in plain sight. So I'm going to put this little guy flat. And if you're seeing, I stamped it on the back and I didn't like it, so I stamped over. That's why you're seeing design on the back of my pieces here. Because, you know, we only sell double-sided cardstock, so. Okay, so I felt like those were the ones that were kind of in the back. But these other ones, I thought needed to be popped up. So I'm actually, now here's a fun thing that I like to do. I don't know if you've ever done this, but I'm putting my dimensionals, try to ignore all this red, putting my dimensionals near the top, and then I'm going to put adhesive down here because I want it to look like it's kind of lifting, this particular one, because it's kind of behind that one. So now I have a little adhesive there. I'm going to take these off. My nails look horrible. I apologize. I really need to redo them. I just haven't, I've just been so busy. So now see how, can you see that? How it's flattened here, but it's lifting up there. I hope that you guys can see that. Okay, so that gives it a little bit of more dimension. And then this one I'm going to pop up completely. So, running out of dimensionals at my video station. Time to change it. So I have 3 of them on the back. You can put more or less, depending on the size of your dimensionals, of course. And then that one is going to go right there. And then I'm going to pop up my happy birthday. And I'm just going to put that right there. So there you go. There is the first card. Thank you. We're actually okay, Diana. We're used to it. I mean, I feel bad for the people in Texas who are just not used to what they're getting. So there you go. So here are my 2 cards in case you guys want to do a, I will post them, but in case you guys want to do a screenshot, let me hold them for you. That's one of the things I've noticed is that I like to screenshot too when I'm watching other people. And sometimes it feels like they move a little too quickly. So there you go. I hope that you like it and that you will come back next month. I don't have the dimensions yet, but the next project will be on March 18th. It's also a Thursday, again at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you were crafting along with me, I hope that you will share your ideas with me. And if you can't, I think you can post pictures underneath this video. But if you can't, just message me and then let me know if it's okay for me to post your picture on the site. So, okay, don't forget to share this video with your friends for a chance for a drawing, and come back on Saturday for Saturday Sip, when I've got some fun stuff planned, and then all next week. So tell your friends. If your friends are not following me, please tell them to come on over. Follow me on Facebook. Thank you, Diana. I am like three people or 4 people now away from hitting my big number. So I would love to have you join me. Again, if you have any questions or if there's anything that you need technique-wise, just let me know. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.